It's recording. What's up?
What's up? We hate feminists, and we're
Yes.
gonna tell you.
Yes, we're going to talk about our own personal opinions. And Case, would you like to go first with your opening remarks, I suppose?
Yes, indeed, I do. Okay, so the whole point. I have two reasons why I don't like feminists. A, feminism is just at its core, women trying to gain the benefits of being a man without losing the benefits of being a woman. I think if they just
Honestly.
accepted that there's benefits to being each gender, they'd be a lot happier because they're like, oh, men have this benefit and we don't. That's not fair. Like, well, you have these benefits. They're like, but we want it. We want it. We want it all.
It's birthrights. It's like a birthright.
Number two.
I mean, like a birthright is like if you were in England in like the 16th century and somebody was born a king, that's how they're born. And if you're poor and born a peasant, you can't just go up and change that. That's
Tell
how
that to the
things
Habsburgs.
Oh, we should talk about that.
The reason I also hate the intense feminist people is because they are major hypocrites.
Honestly,
Let me explain.
Yeah.
They really are.
So the whole point of feminism, in their opinion, is them trying to make it so women don't have to go out of their way to meet men's expectation, which is fine. But A, we don't have any expectations for you. We just don't want you to be annoying little bitches. And B, you're saying that we shouldn't tell women how to act, and you're telling us how to act. They're like, you can't sit with your legs spread, you can't do this, you can't say this, you can't act this way. Like,
you can't be this.
You can't be this way. You can't say these words.
All right. Well, Joey.
Also, wait.
Okay.
If this was on Family Guy, and I had been thinking this for a while, and I was like, that's so true. If a company fires a woman, they're sexist. I don't know why, but they are.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You know what happened at my mom's work?
Hmm.
So a lady got fired, and she claimed that she was fired because she was a woman, and that there was a wage gap. And she claimed that there was a wage gap, so she sued the company for $100,000. And the company countersued for like multiple millions, and the company won.
Oh.
Okay, Joey. Do you have any opening remarks?
Counter-strike, global offensive.
Where do I even get started?
Okay.
So everything Kay said is completely factual. I agree with everything. But
me too.
I'm not gonna call out a name.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah. I've been talking to this girl, and she is a feminist, and she tries to get into our argument with me all the time.
Why?
No, it's not.
You don't make me have to edit.
I find about feminists is they don't have any good points, any valid points.
This is true.
In arguments. They don't know how to argue.
It's just yelling until they stop talking to you.
Exactly. or it's yelling until you walk away, and then they keep yelling, walk away, and then you walk away, and then they're like, haha, pussy. So I mean that's enough. That's all I have to say.
All right, Nate.
Say I need to add something.
Well, I do agree. Let Case add his thing.
Okay. So, the thing about feminists is they say that girls have harder lives, and they always bring up one thing. They bring up women get called do you have to deal with being called a slut? I'm like, well, A, no, I don't, but B, neither do you. There's no way you get called slut on a daily basis.
Actually, it's not even men that do that. Statistically, more women slut shame other women.
I saw this one girl that I'm very I've been friends with for a long time. She was saying that it's harder to be a woman because there was she gets called a slut, and I was like, you do not get called a slut. And she was just like, yeah, no, one time I got called a slut at the play. There's a kid named and I was like, that's one time. You know how many times I get called ugly on a daily basis because I don't have a jawline and
Case, I'm pretty sure that's just you. I'm pretty sure that's just you.
I don't get called ugly, honestly. I don't show my face either.
Unless I'm with Sam. I call Sam an ugly little Filipino baby.
Yeah, he did call me a Filipino baby. Rest your head. All right, Nate. What do you have to say?
Well, I agree with everything except for the kind of slut thing, because I agree that it's mainly women who call each other that. But I have heard, like, I have heard people be called that like a lot. So.
All right.
There are special instances, but I'm pretty sure the feminists, it does not happen to them because they aren't.
Because
They
they were
like
baby raised.
they
Aren't, they're
literally wear
virgins.
trash
No one wants
bags.
to
They
have
would
Men
be
don't
called that.
interact with them anyway.
I really hope we can get a feminist onto this show eventually. Okay. My personal things. So I have a hypocrisy to expose about them. So let's say like a country like a Nordic country like Sweden, Norway, the ones that are like the most gender equal, it's still there's still jobs that are dominated by men and dominated by women because women and men naturally separate into different jobs and
There are
professions.
differences.
Yeah,
Obviously, there are
but
differences.
they see that feminists see that as a problem because they only see equality in outcome, not equality in like choices. So it's just
Here,
stupid.
can I?
It's kind of like I would say with races. When I see a friend, I'm generally everyone is scientifically they look for friends who are similar to them with
Yeah,
something in common.
like science.
So that's why
Yeah,
you see white kids have mainly all white friends and black kids have mainly all black kids. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a black friend. I do have many black friends. I'm
exactly.
just it's naturally you are more inclined to interact with people of the same race as you.
Yeah,
So it's like it's kind of like if people have differences and like they hang out but like with the jobs like a job is dominated by all males because their differences
Exactly.
Oh,
I
is
was.
are fit to that job.
speaking of jobs, the wage gap is so overly misused. It's
It doesn't
it's a
even make sense.
statistic that they
I
don't
do
use
not
correctly.
understand.
It's not it's not they get paid less for the same job, it's that they get paid less in total generally, which makes sense because like I said before, men and women generally take different job choices and professions.
Here's the thing. I got into a big argument and I won. I destroyed the person.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay
So
there.
here's her argument was that I think it was a coding job. It was like how come I think it was just computer related jobs. It was like how come 99 it was like 93% of jobs in the computer like field or some shit are men. I was like, well, how many makeup artists do you think? What percent of makeup
Yeah,
artists are
it's like
girls? A
it's
lot.
just it's just different
Computers
demographics.
are a guy thing. Computers are something that guys like and girls usually
Literally
don't
name a
like.
single
Generally.
literally name a single large computer company that was founded by a woman or founded by a woman.
Name a single large company in general was founded
Oh
by a
yeah,
woman.
have you seen that? Have you
I
seen that
actually
meme where with like all
I
the
could
richest
probably name
women
it.
are only rich because of their
Yeah,
husbands?
gold
Or,
Of the
inheritance.
yeah,
and like yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
jobs.
Speaking of legal shit, so
Main reason
the legal system
it,
very much like helps women way more than men. That's just a
oh yeah,
statistical fact.
Well, because
that is
when I see a woman on the street, they don't feel threatened. I don't feel threatened. But when I see a big dude with all tatted up, it's like, dude, that dude's way more scary than the little girl with her pink dress.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, dude?
The thing is, it's because
Except for
like
biker ladies, dude. Those girls scare me, dude.
those ladies scare me.
biker ladies, they're terrifying. I'd say they're even more scary than biker men.
Honestly, yeah, I
Can
agree
I
with that.
about jobs
I
real quick?
agree with that statement.
So, scientifically proven, women choose lower income jobs than men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to argue that they get
Okay,
paid less.
Oh, the
As the
fucking WNBA.
women, I feel like women are like, oh, when I want to grow up, like all the little girls are like, I want to grow up and become a teacher or a nurse. so I can help people.
And those jobs are female dominated.
Literally, when men grow up, they're like, oh, I want to be a basketball player, which makes millions. I want to be a race car driver, millions.
I want to be an aerospace engineer.
Makes a lot of money. I want to be a lawyer. Boom, a lot of money. And the women are just like, I want to be a teacher. Boom, 40 grand a year. Also, versus the millions that the men aspire.
I don't want to. So they blame society for gendered roles, even though every single society has gender roles, which doesn't really make sense to their point. But that's just stupid. If like Saudi Arabia and us both have like jobs that are dominated by women, then that's how you know that that's just biological, because we're not the same cultures. It's not society.
Dude, the thing is, what was I gonna say? I remember now. Girls are like, why do we make less money? I'm like, it's because A, you make different career choices, and B, because you overall are not interested in that complicated things. If you think of a 13-year-old girl, what is she interested in? Like TikToks and Netflix.
Dude, TikTok
if I'm 13, what am I interested? I'm interested in aerospace engineering, coding. I already know how to code in 2 languages, and I'm learning a 3rd.
Stop fucking bragging.
I mean, but that's not entirely fair. Look at all she does
is
study math.
You can't generalize.
Science.
Like when we say feminist or girls, we're not saying every single one. It's more of a generalization.
Yeah. It's more of a general. Most girls are just
generally speaking.
Girls spend a lot of time on TikTok.
That's true.
It is actually. That's a statistical fact. I guarantee it.
Girls always against that. Like,
again,
men always just spend all day playing video games, but that's different. It is different because you're actually using your brain when you're playing video games. You're not just
instead of just swiping and viewing.
Swiping and dancing and tapping.
Games, you're actually interacting with things. Yeah. You're interacting.
You're even interacting with your friends most of the time.
Oh
yeah. You're talking with your friends. Sometimes you're talking about interesting topics such as this one right
I don't think
here.
there's such thing as co-op TikTok dances.
If anything,
well, there is.
It's ridiculous, dude.
If anything, I feel like society goes more against men than women because of the things we said before.
Dude, the thing I hate is how like women had it so hard in the 40s. They were forced to sit inside and like do housework. You know why? That's because all the men were fighting in the war.
I agree with you, Case. I mean, like in the 40s, it's different from now. Like all the women in the 40s, they had to, when their husbands went,
they knew their place.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, Joey.
They had to they were a lot more suppressed, and they didn't have the same freedoms.
They're more controllable.
Freedoms as men.
Shut up, Joe.
In their jobs, it was a lot harder for them to get jobs. But see, that was abolished. That is not a thing anymore.
It was like
women.
Oh yeah, and another thing,
that was nearly.
It's constitutionally it's a constitutional crime to pay women less than men for the same job. It's just a federal crime.
Yeah.
So that's not even an argument.
Still make that happens.
That's not even an argument. If it's already criminalized, what else are you gonna do about it?
Well, there is nothing preventing a woman from being just as smart and even smarter than a man.
Wait, can we talk about false rape accusations?
That doesn't happen that often. That doesn't happen that often, but when it happens, it is fucked.
There are.
It is so fucked up.
Dude, that is the one thing that makes me so angry.
Player.
Dude, I read this. There's a show about these kids. There was a group of 5 kids who were accused of raping this woman, and they spent 20 years in jail, and there were 14 when they went in. That's just their entire childhood gone, and they didn't even do it.
There's a movie about a football player who was highly praised.
Dude. Football players, dude. College football players are fucked.
And then got falsely accused of rape, and so he lost all of his scholarships to big schools, and he went to jail for a year, and then they found out that he was innocent.
Oh
he
yeah.
lost all his.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Even if you are proven that you're still innocent, you're still fucked. Like,
yeah, literally, no one
all
would
your
hire
job
you
opportunities are just gone.
Dude,
like,
here's
if
the
you're
thing.
if you're a sports player, all your scholarships or like contracts are just gone.
And you know how much work that we've put in so far into school? Years and years. I literally have stayed up all night doing schoolwork some nights. And you know how bad it would be to just have that all thrown away and have your family
Just
members think
what about the
person.
this isn't really related, but what about the what's the word? What's the word for like what about the hypocritical statutory rape clauses? So like
what?
You know how the like judges and shit always in the statutory rape cases always like they give men way more time than women. Like,
yeah,
always.
and
They do.
so when women are caught falsely accusing for rape, they get like
Nothing.
a couple months in prison.
If
and
if a dude raped a girl,
they
they'd be in jail fucking forever, because that's just how it is. So don't trust women. In conclusion,
the thing is, a girl can lie about rape, and she can even say that, "Oh, I lied. He didn't actually rape me," and she won't have any repercussions at all.
Yeah.
None.
Oh, and even if they are, if a woman commits statutory rape on a male, they'll barely face any time. But if a man commits statutory rape with a fucking underage girl, they're gonna be in prison like the rest of their life.
The thing is, you know what's also a bit unfair? Two things. If you think about it, two girls laying in bed together watching a movie, is that gay? No. Two men laying in bed together watching a movie, is that gay? Hell fucking
Well,
yes.
I think that's just feminine traits, though. That's just how that is.
But
I mean, as long as you put socks on, you're fine.
Shut up.
Pedophilia basically only applies to men.
That's a fact, yes. In the eyes of the law.
There's a 40-year-old woman that agrees to have sex with an 18-year-old man.
Younger
That's
than that.
not weird. That's not. I mean, it's a little bit weird, but it's not
pretty
that
weird.
weird.
It's
But a 40-year-old man having sex with an 18-year-old woman, that dude's never getting a job in his life.
Well, 18-year-olds are legal.
I mean, yeah, but if word gets out about that, dude, he's
not even
fucked.
that. They're if they're 18.
If they're 18 and you're 40,
Little tip. I'll record them saying that they're 18.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, like the RS Glory and Gold. That's what the whole Keemstar thing's about. He got accused of.
Oh yeah, he got accused of being a pedophile.
Yeah, and that's terrible. He didn't do anything, and there was this girl that was chatting with him, and a bunch of people were saying that she was 16, even though she came out and told everyone that she was 23, and that she was chatting with him and honest, and how people were making up her age and lying, and still people
dude, self-fulfilling bullshit, dude. They'll make lies to prove their point instead of getting points to make their opinion.
Tobuscus got falsely accused of sexual assault in 2018.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Tobuscus.
You know, Nugget in a Biscuit.
No.
Oh yeah.
Let's not get into it.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude, he got falsely accused.
Anybody have any other topics that they would like to share?
Any other topics? Yeah. Let me think.
I think we're all on the same.
Recreational.
We're all on the same page with racial identity, right? We just don't give a shit.
What?
Like nobody gives a fuck if you're. Oh, I don't do that. Okay. So what are some topics we all disagree with?
What are some topics
with liberals or the opposition?
We all seem to disagree.
We all kind of.
I don't know how I feel about abortion. I'm conflicted on abortion.
Literally just a question of how Christian are you?
No. I'm conflicted.
Guys, I'm totally anti. I'm anti.
Here's my standing on abortion. If it's like the first month in, or like before like the first trimester ends,
yeah,
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, third trimester abortion's fucked up.
First trimester abortion,
I'd say.
I'm totally against abortion.
That you have a baby by then.
I'm kind of conflicted.
I'm 100% against abortion. Like no stage is right.
I'm kind of conflicted on abortion. Because on the one hand, everybody should have the rights to do what they want with themselves, but it's not themselves because it's
I think that the
child.
father of the child should be able to deny abortion, like, because I don't think it's fair that a woman can be like, if a man could be like excited about the baby, he could be ready to take care of the baby, he could be like, he's been wanting a baby for years, and then the woman can just go, no, not today. I feel like getting this.
I don't want the baby.
I don't want the baby because I'm too irresponsible and I don't know how to handle actual responsibilities.
Or just wear a condom.
It's a life. It's a life. Imagine if I went over to your house.
What the hell?
And blew your brains
out. Hello, Zach.
I spent 2 hours going around Minecraft.
Shut up, Zach. We're doing a political video. Zach, shut up. We're doing a political video.
Oh, we are. Oh.
Yes.
No, we aren't.
He's gone.
You're leaving.
Well, he's gone. Oh well. Okay, let's just keep him, I guess. Okay, Zach. What do you like to?
No, there's too many people.
What's the topic?
We talked about feminism. Got any points?
Oh dear God, no.
Do you have any points you like to say? Spew to the camera.
I think it's just personally sexism, but reverse. In all honesty, they're pretty fucking sexist to men.
Well, that's just sexism. You can't.
Exactly, dude.
Oh yeah, for some reason.
There isn't even. I love how they say, but personally, I think there's no such thing as reverse sexism. It's just sexism.
Yeah, that goes the same with racism.
I want to.
There isn't reverse racism because it's just racism.
Yeah.
I think a lot of feminists, are just very angry, very sad, and they want to attack someone. In all honesty, I don't care if you're a feminist, but there's nothing to really fight for at this point. You guys get paid.
No. Now it's just it's not that they're trying to get equality because they already have that. It's that they're trying to get the benefits of being a man while not getting the consequences.
You need to be made to be drafted.
Shut up, Zach. I very much dislike your opinions on the military.
Men as children are absolutely torn apart by society, and it's depressing.
Oh yeah. But Zach, I'm just gonna say I entirely disagree with your stance on the military.
Well, I don't. I personally think women should be drafted just like men.
Women should be drafted.
No, it's not that. Don't you want to lower the fucking military age, the conscription age, or something?
I don't want to lower the conscription age. That's a joke.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Personally, I want to lower our drinking age. If you serve in the military,
fuck that,
you're 18. No, if you're 18 and you're in the military, you should be able to fucking get a drink.
Nah. Your brain isn't even fully developed until you're 25, dude.
You go to war before you can have a beer.
Well,
if you're in the military, come on.
I personally think that
it's unhealthy for your mind.
Yeah, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. So why it's insane that we still even have it at 21.
But the drinking age is 21.
Yeah. It's mind-boggling that it is.
Dude, I was literally remember. I think Zach will remember this. Miss Scholl gave me a lunch detention for this, and I was pissed, dude. This girl, Olivia Dobby, was trying to make an argument, and she was saying why the drinking age should be raised. And she was like, teenagers' brains aren't fully developed. I was like, that doesn't support your claim.
Yeah, it's not even teenagers.
And it was two people having a debate up front, and I just yelled from the crowd, that doesn't support your claim at all.
Come on, you really gonna do that?
I destroyed.
Oh yeah, we're all on the same page with gun ownership, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Every private citizens can own guns, right?
Something about racism.
I want to get a fucking MG42.
Shut up.
I'm not joking. That would be sick.
Something about racism.
Go for it.
So, I watched this thing, and this also includes feminism. It was a white girl, first of all, complaining about white male privilege, and then she said that white people can be racist to black people, but black people saying as bad remarks about white people, that's not racist.
Oh yeah, those people are fucking stupid.
Dude, whenever I'm talking over the GTA chat, some black dude comes on. Literally every time it says, "Shut up, white boy." And I'm like, dude, I didn't say anything about your race. Why should you just come out here saying that shit?
Dude,
okay, I have a thing.
If if a black person says, "Shut up, like white kid, get the fuck out of here," but if
Shut up, blackie.
if I say the N-word a single time, my entire life is ruined.
Not surprise them. Be racist, surprise them. What are they gonna do?
Like, you remember that thing?
You know, they did the. Have you ever seen that show? What Would You Do?
Yes, I have.
So basically, they did an episode where a girlfriend was yelling and abusing her boyfriend in public. No one stopped, but when they reversed it, everyone stopped.
Yeah, that's just because it boggles my mind that women say society undermines them when men like are by societal expectations required to stop themselves from doing certain things and shit and just put up with things that women don't have to. Who's this playing GTA?
That's playing GTA.
You turn your volume down.
I don't know. I just think, like, especially with the argument with people just saying, "Oh, typical white boy." Like, I remember said that to me once.
Why are you guys saying fucking names?
Calls me a typical white boy. I'm gonna sock her right in her fucking nose.
No, seriously, because she asked me, "Hey, do you eat Takis?" And I said, "Yeah." "Do you have something to drink with them?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she calls me a white boy over that. I'm like, I'm drinking.
I don't drink
why? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Someone can't have a drink when they're.
If we can't make a joke, I have another thing. If you can't make a joke about race, what's the point of making a joke at all? I love making jokes about race.
Exactly.
Oh,
dude,
come on. That's
Nate.
And it's not like I'm telling you,
women, or like how they look or anything. We can't say anything about how they look. We can't call them ugly or else, that.
No, you can.
Horrible.
But they just get angry.
But I mean, like,
tear you down.
They're gonna take it so seriously.
we can.
The women freaking call men ugly and fat and disgrace them all the freaking time.
Dude, I want my man to be at least 6 feet.
Oh yeah, I hear that all the time, and I'm just like, well, then.
Dude, one time,
I want a girl to be under 200 pounds.
I want to. No, dude, that's not even enough.
Dude, one time called me a faggot, literally directly in front of Mr. Burke, and he did nothing. Do you think if I called a whore in front of Mr. Burke, you think he would have done something? Yeah.
I love the word faggot. Dude, I fucking love the word faggot. It's just amazing.
It's fun.
It is a nice word.
Probably shouldn't include this in the goddamn.
We're keeping this. What? You're gonna say I shouldn't include the word faggot?
Personally, here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts and everything. Like with all this, we can make jokes. I'm not saying you guys can't make jokes about us. I'm not saying blacks can't make jokes.
Yeah,
they already do. All these people do.
Nate called me a little Filipino boy.
Don't get offended when we make a joke because it's just a joke. And you guys always fire back. Well, jokes do just as much damage as saying the real thing. No, it doesn't. I think
those are not jokes; those are statements.
And running, and like going up and beating you up. There's a difference between beating you with a wooden plank and talking to you.
Zach. Those are not jokes. Those are not jokes. Those are statements. Okay.
Jokes. Saying that jokes are like as painful as the real thing is like saying if I hit Nate with a plastic sword, it's gonna do as much damage as me whacking him with a machete.
Okay. This has been like 28 minutes. You guys want to wrap it up? You got any final remarks? I'll ask final remarks going down the line. Case?
I'm gonna buy a machete.
Okay.
Oh God,
Joey,
Case,
do you have any final remarks?
I'm sorry, but all feminists who are retards, quit making remarks on social media.
Nate?
Stop talking.
Yeah, at feminist on Instagram, delete your page.
Oh yeah, fuck you. I hope you fucking delete your Instagram and cry. Okay, Nate?
My final remark is Brown playing GTA.
Okay.
And women can't play GTA.
Requeese!
And Zach, final remark?
Stop putting stuff on your stories about that dude yesterday and calling cops pigs.
Exactly!
No, I'm fine with it. It's just don't politicize it.
No, like, don't call cops pigs.
Oh, yeah.
One cop.
Yeah, they're just doing their fucking job.
All cops pigs.
All right.
Jesus Christ!
This has been
a 4-foot machete. That's not even a machete. That's a sword.
Okay, this has been a Sam Mellons for my return video. subscriber, you're a faggot.
Subscribe to my channel.
Okay,
I'll link